明けましておめでとうございます. Happy New Year, wrestling fans! It is the new year, it is 2024, and that means it's time for the New Year's tournament to kick off with a championship bang.
The contest is a preliminary match in the Oshogatsu Taikai 2024. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. He is one half of the Amateur Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, the Technical Wizard, Lee Masters.
One half of the 7-time AWL Tag Team Champions of the World. Absolutely got to love it. The Technical Wizard, the penultimate fighter, making his way. He is taking a look at his overall rankings here, representing AWL Strong and Free. Lee Masters, 95 wins and 80 losses in his AWL career. Ratio of plus 15, which was more than good enough to qualify for this tournament. The top wrestlers in terms of win-loss records in our Japanese and Canadian branches come together in the only time a year where you will see them in direct competition with each other. You will see matches in this tournament you will never see anywhere else in this league. This is the All-Star Tournament. This is what it is all about, and this is the 14th AWL New Year's Tournament, the first one way back in 2010. Won by Wonder Kid. That's a name I haven't said in a very long time. We've got a whole bunch of former champions of this tournament competing this year. But this first match between two men who have never won this tournament.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the laboratory, representing the Augments, accompanied by his creator, Dr. Jigoku. Project Tetsu 3.0.
The Dean of the Active Augments. He's been around longer than any of the other creations of the diabolical Dr. Jigoku that you see there on your right. So while Jigoku has had winners of the tournament before, Jigoku Destroy winning the 2020 edition of the tournament, his primary, his greatest, his main wrestler has never achieved this accolade. All for Dr. Jigoku, Subite, Jigoku Hakase no Tamemi. Loyal to a fault, that is how they are programmed, the Augments. Some of the most dangerous creatures in the animated wrestling league. And let's not forget that we're seeing one half of the tag team champions versus one half of the tag team #1 contenders. And a huge spine buster not leaving his feet is Project Tetsu starting us off here. 10-minute time limit in this opening round of the tournament. In the event of a time limit draw, both wrestlers will be eliminated. Oh, wait a minute! Tetsu Driver! 1, 2... No, Lee Masters able to get out of the Tetsu Driver in less than 30 seconds. The crowd already chanting, "We're not worthy." Yes, you are. If you're watching the show, you are a true fan of professional wrestling. You're going to like this video. You're going to share it. You're going to subscribe. You're going to make sure that you never miss a match from the Animated Wrestling League. As I was saying, this is a preview of our next Tag Team Championship bout that has yet to be scheduled. Presumably will happen early in the regular season. And wait a minute, vertical suplex. He loves the transition to the rear naked choke. But our official, Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, the first woman to ever officiate a New Year's tournament, by the way. And another rope break. And that's the problem when you're facing someone the size, just the height of Project Tetsu. He can get a rope break from damn near anywhere in that ring. Spinebuster again. Doesn't go down with him. Doesn't do the double A thing of going down to his knees. But still breaks the spine of his opponent. Taking a look at the win-loss records here. Project Tetsu, second highest win-loss ratio in AWL, strong and free. 97 wins, 57 losses, ratio of plus 40, compared to Lee Masters plus 15. Furthermore, Jigoku Destroy has Project Tetsu has a lot more experience in singles action than Lee Masters, who is undoubtedly the greatest tag team wrestler we've ever seen in the AWL. He's held the tag team titles a grand total of 10 times with 3 different partners, including his brother, including a wildcard Bubba Reese, and of course his current partner Sammy Nix, who will be competing in this very video a little bit later in the first round of the Oshogatsu Taikai. Japan and Canada coming together here. This is an all-Canada matchup. And oh! It doesn't have to be pretty when you're that heavy. Skull-crushing power of the Iron Project of Dr. Jigoku. 20, for those of you maybe not familiar with the AWL rule system, it's a 20 count on the outside. Symbolic of our Japanese origin, we are here in Tokyo for the Oshogatsu Taikai, the NYT, the New Year's tournament. Here in our AWL arena, we've expanded a few things. We've got our extra announce table because reasons. And now we've got both men back in the ring, AWL NYT 2024. We're about to enter our 22nd season of regular action. We've already seen new champions crowned. In the AWL preseason, we have a new Intercontinental Champion. In the women's division, we've also announced there will be a women's equivalent to this tournament beginning this summer. It's going to be the Natsu Taikai. That's going to be coming up. We'll see if any of the female augments are going to earn a slot in that tournament. There have been many, many winners of the Oshogatsu Taikai. There's only going to be the first winner of the Natsu Taikai. Cover for the 1, 2. Not a particularly enthusiastic kick out from the giant, we think still Cyborg. I say we think, because he may be completely robotic by now. Going again, the blending of professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. No, reversal. But a good dodge by the tag team champion, Lee Masters. The MMA trained. He had a successful MMA career before moving into professional wrestling. He likes to consider his style the ultimate blend of mixed martial arts and puroresu. Of course, training in Japan, training under Matt Classic, who will be in the ring a little bit later tonight. A former champion of this tournament as well. Going up and sidewalk slam. About to hit our first time call of the bout in just the next few seconds. You've got a clock up there at the top corner of your YouTube window. These wrestlers don't get that. 1, 2, kick out.
5 minutes. 5 minutes past.
The wrestlers, they listen for the time calls. They know how much time they've got. They know they've got half the time remaining. Lee Masters in trouble. I don't think he realizes where oh! Project Tetsu for the second time. That double axe handle smash from the top rope down to the floor, right to the head of Lee Masters, now trying to choke the life out of him. The referee will disqualify if necessary, and you can move forward in the tournament. Hell, you could even win the tournament on a disqualification, but nobody wants that. The referees are going to have what they call a long whistle for this one. But blatant interference, blatant illegality will still get you thrown out of this tournament. A good dodge. There's a single leg takedown by the MMA expert of the AWL. 4 minutes now on the clock. Plenty of time remaining. Either man could still win this. And they're into the rear naked. Rear naked choke from a man who doesn't do a lot of singles wrestling these days, though he is a former British Openweight champion. That's the only singles title I believe he's ever held. He's contested for the Intercontinental Championship but never won it. And now over in Canada, he could contest for the Canadian national title if he chose. I'm sure the AWL commissioner would make that match, but right now, the match we care about is the Oshogatsu Taikai vertical triplet. Wait a minute, it's a blatant gimmick infringement here. The rear naked choke to the MMA expert, and does he know the counter? Does he know how to get out of this? Is the copy and paste? Is the copy and paste of Project Tetsu and the augments too perfect? No, it is not. The back elbow escape by the AWL.
No something. 3 minutes left.
By the AWL's premier mixed martial arts practitioner power slam. And just like that, Jigoku's creation, the Iron Project, Project Tetsu 3.0, he's been reformatted several times, is back in control of this. And once again, Lee Masters fighting from underneath, fighting from the outside, and he can't use that rear naked, well, he could use the rear naked choke out here, but it wouldn't do him any bloody good. Submissions, pinfalls only count in the ring. On the outside, all you can do is cause pain with a count of 20. And now what? Softening up the leg. Maybe going for that Tetsukani. That iron crab that he's used as a leg-based submission in the past. And again, elbow drop from the top. It is vintage Animated Wrestling League to start off the Oshogatsu Taikai Tetsu Doraiba Itsatsuwaza. Ultimate technique. 1, 2. Call it a finishing move if you prefer. The Hisatsuwaza. Only getting 2. That's the energy. That's the adrenaline. The NYT comes but once a year. It'll be 2025 before either of these wrestlers have another first round match in the New Year's tournament. We may all be dead by then. Who knows? Minute 20 remain. Hisatsuwaza Tetsu Doraiba. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Project Tetsu advances to the quarterfinals. Taking a look at some of that action.
Project Tetsu 3.0.
Now we have an interesting situation. We could have Augment versus Augment in this tournament, but that's not going to happen until at least the semi-finals, I believe. If I've got the bracket right here. Right now, it's going to be High Flyer versus High Flyer, and guess what? He's back in blue. That's not an old picture. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's bring on one of the great superheroes of the professional wrestling world.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Oshogatsu Taikai Nisei 24 men. Scheduled for one fall, introducing first, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, Nisei 21年優勝者、Wrestling Hoshi, Azteckaizer NEO.
First of many former winners of this tournament to compete, Azteckaizer NEO, representing AWL Hontai, our Japanese branch, 53 wins, 27 losses, ratio of plus 26. Third highest ranked male wrestler of AWL Hontai. And this is going to be our first Japan versus Canada match. Because while he is an American, this man has been signed to, this next man has been signed to the Canadian branch of the league for several seasons now. So we await the coming of the Spirit Dragon.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, the Spirit Dragon, Shynron.
Alright, Spirit Dragon Shynron, the master of motion, with a mission statement. He's coming for gold in season 22 of the animated wrestling league. Well, if anyone can, he can do it. Shynron, 41 wins, 27 losses in his AWL career, ratio of plus 14, which makes him more than eligible for this tournament. Really, if your win-loss ratio is in double digits, positive double digits, you're probably going to make it into this tournament at this point. 10 minutes on the clock, bang the gong, we are on. Vertical suplex, starting us off, Kaiser Smash! And these wrestlers are going all out. They want to end these first round matches as fast as possible. Match time becomes a factor the deeper you get into these tournaments. I'm breaking this up into multiple videos, but this is all happening in the same night. So the winner of this tournament, that's why it's such an accomplishment to be a winner of the Oshogatsu Taikai. The winner of this bout, of this tournament, will wrestle 4 matches against the top contenders, the top-ranked wrestlers in the AWL, and I would say in the world, and you're going to do it in the span of a few hours. So the faster you can get your opening round match done, nobody here is getting paid by the hour. You want to get these matches over with as fast as possible. That means it will be longer for you before fatigue becomes a factor. And if you can wrestle someone, maybe they're better than you, but if they're more tired than you, that's the equalizer. Just some of the strategies going to be going through the head of all of these wrestlers. 16 wrestlers in this single elimination tournament. They're all fresh. And what is this? A Heidi Conrana, which I suppose you should call that a Ruby Conrana these days. Into the cover, the referee a little slow on the count there. Hana Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, probably could have gotten to 2 there. The problem with some of these high-speed guys is by the time your eyes and your brain realize what's happening, they've already got the cover. And Azteckaizer, empowered by the Star of Aztec, that mystical jewel on the crest of his helmet, allowing him to perform superhuman wrestling abilities, superhuman wrestling techniques, whereas this man, and oh there, that's how you do it! Shynron, the dragon, outflying the superhero with big silly wings on his head. Shynron. I don't know if he specifically channels some kind of dragon spirit through that mask of his. Luchadors can do that. But this man files physics textbooks under fiction in his personal library. This guy can do absolutely anything. Problem is when he crashes and burns, he really crashes and burns. That's the problem. Collar and elbow into... Oh, right into the ring apron there. The hardest part of the ring, as they say. I don't know why they call that the hardest part of the ring when you've got the ring post is like right there. Going up. And backdrop onto, say it with me, the hardest part of the ring. Yes, we know. Referee making the count here. Deadlift. Gut wrench suplex. We've seen him do this in the ring. I don't think I've ever seen Azteckaizer NEO pull this off on the outside before. Popping the hips. Hat trick suplex, subtype gut wrench. Azteckaizer NEO representing Japan. Shynron representing the United States, representing Canadian wrestling, representing Lucha Libre, and representing his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, Kaiser kick! There we go, the Kaiser kick for the 1, 2, kick out. Kaiser kick, Kaiser punch, Kaiser smash, Aztec extinction. I think he might be going for it here, going up. No, go for the no, reversal, here comes Rama. He used the Tiger Bomb earlier, that double underhooky. That's his setup for the Aztec extinction. Shynron looking to take those arms away. That's good. You take out the arms of Azteckaizer NEO. You take out the Kaiser Punch. You can take away most of his offense if you can't use his arms. Going up, face first, Snake Eyes into the padded turnbuckle. And it's not going to split you open like it would if it was uncovered, but that still hurts. Bit of a downward spiral there. Shynron went through a bit of a downward spiral last season. Just kind of washing out last season. Barely making it into this tournament on past glory alone. Collar and elbow tie up into the jumping. Look at that. Jumping head scissors, jumping Hurricane Rane. He's going to go up and do something very stupid. 5-minute time call. Double Dragon! Isakuwaza, the Double Dragon. 1, 2. That double moonsault, the Double Dragon. Getting, I believe, our first Fight Forever champ. We're only on the second match. Collar and elbow. Up. Oh, go, look at that swinging sleeper slam. Azteckaizer NEO going deep into the playbook here. We've seen this before the Avalanche. And now I think he's going to try and do something stupid. No, just a King Kong knee drop. Look at that, just how he pops up like that. Unbelievable wrestling by Shynron, the Spirit Dragon. He is truly the master of motion. This guy changes levels more than he changes his underwear. Uh-oh. Bad positioning. Up, down, all around. Shynron flies to the air with the greatest of ease. Both men jockeying for position on the outside. And boom! Spine first into that crowd barricade. You can see the metal support structure in that angle on the crowd side there. It's 5 going up. Both wrestlers back in the ring. And, oh wait a minute, Shynron going for the DDT! Wheelbarrow into the DDT. Collar and elbow into another downward spiral. And Azteckaizer NEO forces himself to take a moment to recover on the outside, but walks right into another DDT.
3 minutes left.
As we're running out of time, the wrestlers heard that time call probably better than you did because I keep talking over them. Shynron going for the Double Dragon one more time. If he hits this, it's over. Double Dragon, he did it! Get ball game. 1, 2, 3. What? One more time. It may have to be one more time. He's going to do it. Quadratic Dragon. No! And Shynron walks right into Kaiser Smash. Went to the well one too many times. He said he wants gold in Season 22, but Shynron is going to have to start from the bottom. Kaiser Smash. Wow.
Here's the winner, Azteckaizer NEO!
And with that, we know our first quarter-final match. It is going to be Augment versus Superhero. It's going to be Azteckaizer NEO versus Project Tetsu. The first match of the quarterfinal video, which will be coming to you in less than 24 hours. But right now, it's Human versus Demon.
American Dream.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Showdown Taikai, Nise 24 nen. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the United States of America, Nise 22 nen Yushousha, the Arab American Dream, Hassan.
Well, as you saw in our bracketology video, these two tag team partners were tied just at the bubble of qualifying. So Hassan won that qualification match. And now it looks like his tag team partner will be his accompaniment this match. Hopefully throughout this tournament. By the way, all wrestlers are allowed 1 second. One manager, one cornerman. It's their option to take it or not. That's why you don't see whole factions coming out here. As the demon Gisei, with that dark, mystic gem that he uses to summon forth from the pit his master and our AWL Grand Champion.
And your winner from the pits, 2011, 2015, 2019 tournament winner, and AWL Grand Champion, Ganba.
Nobody has ever won 3 Oshogatsu Taikais before, except for this man. He is in his 4th reign as the AWL Grand Champion, also a record for that belt. Defeated Black Tiger Justice, injuring him to the point he is not competing in this tournament. That Hell in a Cell season finale, I still get shudders watching the footage of Black Tiger Justice falling through the roof of that cell. Hassan, who barely made it into this tournament, has the worst possible draw right now. But he walks right into the paradigm shift from the Arab American babyface. 1, 2, kick out. I'm starting to notice a pattern. People are pulling out their big guns immediately. Part of that strategy, try to reduce their ring time before the next round. But part of that may also be just psychological. Some part of it might be nerves. Snake Eyes in the corner, and you don't want to be trapped in the corner or anywhere else with Ganba Hisshi Dark. This is another Canada versus Japan match. You will not see this anywhere else. Hassan coming into this match with 108 wins, 94 losses in his AWL career. Compare that to Ganba Hisshi Dark, 114 wins, 55 losses. 2 members of the 100-win club. Rarefied air here in the AWL. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the entire league in any division. We've only got 5 people who have more than 100 victories in sanctioned AWL matches. And you've got 2 of them here that you're getting to see wrestle right now in an inter-promotional, an inter-brand, inter-branch match that you're not going to see anywhere else but the Oshogatsu Taikai. A double classic short arm elbow. You should call that the AW elbow. I'm just in awe of this tournament. I'm in awe of these wrestlers. Hassan knows he's fighting from underneath. Ooh! Shotgun execution style drop kick. And now trying to end the match with the wings of the devil. Akaba no Tsubasa. If anyone can kick out of this, Hassan can, and he does. And shock on the formerly human face of Ganba Hisshi Dark. And getting a fight forever chant from the crowd as the super heavyweight comes down on his opponent like a ton of bricks. The dark demon of the pit claiming this territory. Tope con goodbye. Big smash, big bash. Duck under, here we go, what do we have? Oh, hard shot, Hassan is down, Hassan is down, Hassan is down. Ganba Hisshi Dark in control in front of our international announce team. With about 7 minutes left on the clock. Now remember, in the event of a time limit draw, they're both out. They are both out, and the winner of the next match will qualify essentially immediately for the semifinals. We don't want that to happen, so all the motivation in the world for the wrestlers to finish this off quick. Irish whip into the corner. These two men have been wrestling. I mean, we got 2 season 0 originals here. These guys, you know, we're talking about our 22nd season. These two have been with the AWL longer than that. Hassan, season 0. Oh, wait a minute. From behind, trying to get out of it. Poison Rana! That is a super dangerous move that's banned in many different wrestling organizations. But it was Hassan's only hope as he hits the paradigm shift. When we allowed him to be the Arab-American babyface, he came to the AWL. He has stayed with the AWL despite offers from other companies because we don't force him to play a harmful Arab stereotype. He is himself, and he is doing the tombstone pile driver. Literally saving his own neck there. And we're not even halfway through the time limit. This is bonkers. The bionic elbow, a tribute to his childhood inspiration, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. But once again, Hisshi getting involved, interfering, verbally acting as distraction. Did Hassan recover in time? I don't think he did. Like I said, worst possible draw in the tournament for someone who's had an extra match during the preseason. Going up, Akamano's can he do it again? Can he reversal again? Yes, he can. No, he doesn't go for the poison, just escapes. And that's actually probably smart at this point. That's a gamble you don't want to take twice, as we're more than halfway through the time limit. Going up, going down. Blood hath been spilt. The blood sacrifice to the demons of the pit. As Kid Canada watches on with un-Canadian stoicism. Swing and a miss there by Ganba Hisshi Dark. A little bit of classic AWL cat and mouse in and out of the ring. Both men looking for advantage here in the human game of chess. Both looking to gain material. In the end, as we approach the end game, boom! Paradigm shift! Paradigm. Into the cover. Look, there's the distraction. Hisshi was loosening the turnbuckle. The referee has repaired it. Safety first. I get that idea. But wait a minute. Come on. Make the cover. Quick. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Hassan pulls up the upset of the tournament to move on, the Grand Slam champion.
Here's the winner, the American Dream, Hassan!
Brilliant. Absolute comeback. Here we go. Jigoku Destroy, Shiroke Kitsune Super Science versus the Supernatural.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Shogun Azteckaizer NEO. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the laboratory, representing the August, accompanied by his creator, Dr. Shiroke. Nissan 20年優勝者 Jigoku Destroy.
The numbers do not lie. He is a Grand Slam champion, one of only 5 in the Animated Wrestling League. He holds the tied record for most title defenses with the Grand Championship in a single reign at 10. And of course, his win-loss record, 136 wins, 73 losses, ratio of plus 63, the best in the league, bar none, and he does it all for Dr. Jigoku Subite, Jigoku Hakase no Tame ni. Meanwhile, representing Japanese wrestling and Japanese mythology,
And his opponent, being accompanied by Ultraman Black, representing Yokai Butai, the White Bird Fox, Shiroke Kitsune.
wise words of counsel as always from the great and devious Ultramantis Black, who, just like Dr. Jigoku, has 2 wrestlers of his stable in this match, in this tournament. Super Science versus the Supernatural, Canada versus Japan. Hajimemashou, let's go. They jockey for position, going for what looks like might be a Butcher Bomb if the referee would get out of the way. There we go, Butcher Bomb! Tribute to a fallen comrade. No hook of the leg, simply a parallel press there. Deadlift version of the gut wrench suplex. 30 seconds in now, and it has literally been finally an offensive move by Shiroke Kitsune. Kick to the midsection, looking for the QB Negie, the 9-tailed twist. He stopped him with a QB Negie! 1, 2. Was there a roster meeting where we all decided we're going to go for the big guns in the first minute? Because if there is, I'd like to know about it. I wasn't invited to the meeting. Then again, I'm not a wrestler, so what the hell would I be there for? The referee has begun the 20 count on the outside. Remember, you can advance in the tournament via count out or disqualification. However, a double count out would result in both wrestlers being eliminated, and somebody would receive a first-round bye in the quarterfinals. That has never happened in the history of the Oshogatsu Taikai, but it is written in the rulebook. It could be a thing. Shiroke Kitsune coming in here with twice as many wins as losses, but with far less experience than his veteran counterpart. Shiroke Kitsune, 16 wins, 8 losses in his AWL career, a lot of those in tag team action. So, a 108, a 216, a 324. This is only his 25th match in the AWL, whereas over in Strong and Free, more than 200 matches, wins and losses, under the belt, if you will, of Jigoku Destroy. Of course, he doesn't currently have a belt at the moment, because the Augments lost the tag team titles, breaking tag team supremacy. Pick him up, put him down, make it hurt. That is it. Wait a minute, the dark powers of Ultramantis Black coming into play. He raised the catalyst. You couldn't see it from your camera view, but Ultramantis Black giving his spiritual creature, his yokai, a member of his spirit army, the Yokai Butai, a fresh opportunity with 7 minutes and change left on the 10-minute time limit in this opening round match. The time limits will increase, by the way, as we go forward in the tournament, with our grand final having the status of a full championship match, a 30-minute time limit. And we're not even halfway through. We are not even halfway through this opening round. Ooh, swing and a miss. Kick to the midsection by the Shiroke Kitsune. Ultramantis Black watching on. Back elbow strike. And a nasty Hansen-esque lariat takes down the white furred fox. And oh no, this is not good. Ultramantis might want to get out of the way. But he's going to stand in for his man if he can, and there goes the white-furred fox taken down by the shoulder tackle. And that's just the durability of these metallic shells that these wrestlers have been encased in by the mad scientist of professional wrestling, the diabolical Dr. Jigoku. Chop block by the sneaky fox, practitioner of Kitsune Puroresu, the fox style of pro wrestling. You've seen the tiger style, you've seen the dragon style, you've seen the strong style, the sneaky style, the snake style, but no, he's Satsuaza, Tatsumaki, the tornado. Good night, Gracie. Who's Gracie? Tatsumaki. He's Satsuaza. 1, 2, 3, Shiryo.
Here's your winner, Jigoku, destroyed.
And in less than 5 minutes, I think that was the shortest match of the tournament so far. That will serve Jigoku Destroy well in the next round. Up next, one half of the Tag Team Champions versus last year's winner. It's Season 0 Originals clashing in the Oshogatsu Taikai.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Oshogatsu Taikai, 2024 年. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from Brooklyn, New York, one half of the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, Nisei Junaname Yushousha, the Suplex Master, Sammy.
The 2017 Oshogatsu Taikai champion, Sammy Nix, is the one and only 5-star champion in the Animated Wrestling League. That means he has held 5 different championships. That's all the championships that any man can hold in the Animated Wrestling League. Grand Champion, Tag Team Champion, Canadian National Champion, Intercontinental Champion, New Year's Tournament Champion. He has done it all, but he is looking for his second win of the Oshogatsu Taikai. I look forward to seeing what new suplex variations he has devised for this tournament. And he's facing a man who is, quite frankly, cursed. Like Danhausen level cursed here. I'll explain why in a minute.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the Tiger's Cave, representing the unified School of the Tiger style, Nisei 23優勝者 Tiger Mask 2.
The reigning and defending Oshogatsu Taikai Yushousha, the Oshogatsu Taikai winner, champion, holder of the belt. He's held that belt for a full calendar year. This is the last night he can wear that 2023 version of the Oshogatsu Taikai Championship. But no champion in the 14-year history of this tournament has ever won back-to-back championships. We have had a couple of 2-time champions. We've had one 3-time champion. We have never, ever, ever had back-to-back champions. Will Tiger Mask 2, the greatest wrestler to never hold the Grand Championship, will he be able to break the curse? We'll find out in less than 10 minutes. And immediately going Tiger Suplex Hold. He maintains the double underhook with some variations of that Tiger Suplex hold where you transition to a waist lock. Opinions divided on which is the more effective cover. The Tiger going up, springboard, high angle cross body block. Shoulder tackle by the Suplex Master, pound for pound the strongest wrestler in the AWL in our opinion. And going up. Boom! Butterfly suplex. Almost an inverted tiger suplex. You might want to think of that. Kick to the midsection. Swing and a miss with a big chop. The tiger style, also known occasionally as Lucha Resu, a combination of Japanese pro wrestling strong style and King's Road style, mixed with a good chunk of Lucha Libre. And there's that Tiger Gods, or that Kamigoye, surpassing the Tiger Gods. And wait a minute, oh no, what is he doing? Oh! I have never seen that before in my life. That looked like a vertebraker for a second. Double underhook again, no counter. Tiger able to shift his weight, get out of that double underhook hold. And now he's got something, oh! Perfect placement of the knee of the suplex master. Double leg takedown. He rolls through it. Boom! Lariat! Tiger Mask 2 pulling out tricks I don't think I've ever seen him use before. Capture suplex by the tag team champion. 1, 2. Incredible. Taking a look at the tag team records at the moment, I will remind you, Tiger Mask W not currently in contention here for the AWL World's Tag Team titles. They were not even in the Forge the 4 tournament. But a win in the Oshogatsu Taikai over a reigning tag team champion, that could be a big deal. We've already seen one of the augments beat one half of the tag team champions. They're already the #1 contenders. Could Tiger Mask W place themselves in contention here? As they Sling Blade, as they re-enter the ring, we take a look at the ring ropes. One half representing the Japanese flag, the white on the outside, the red on the center. And one half representing the Canadian flag, the maple leaf, with the red, the two sidebars of red and the white, mostly white center. And there's that Chimeraplex, the three-headed monster that won this tournament back in 2017, back in January of 2017, for Sammy Nix as he goes up to the top rope. He's not a high flyer by trade. That's a long distance drop, but elbow drop from the top. Vintage Animated Wrestling League. And he's been around since the very, very, very beginning. Both of these men had been, though Tiger Mask 2 was Tiger Jr., the apprentice, the Deshi to the original AWL Tiger Mask, now long retired. And that's a suplex variation I don't think I've ever seen before. I'm assuming Sammy has. But it's a 2.5. You nearly beat the suplex master with a suplex. And this is a wild and crazy side of Tiger Mask 2 that I don't believe I've ever seen before. And maybe a little bit of innovation, a little bit of rethinking of his offense during the off-season. This might be just what he needs to finally climb to the top of the mountain. Oh! Crowd counting along with him. Maybe a little more wild style. Maybe a little more wild style than the Tiger style. That's what he needs to finally claim the ultimate goal of the Grand Championship of the Chimeraplex yet again. The German, the Dragon, the X-Plex. Three-headed monster. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Sammy Nix picks up the win. And the back-to-back curse continues. Did you annoy Danhausen?
Here is your winner, Sammy Nix.
Sammy Nix, a member of the 100 Win Club, advances to the quarterfinals of the New Year's Tournament. And now the tag team partner of Tiger Mask 2, Taiga Zadake, faces a reflection of evil. +47 wins, 35 losses, ratio of +12, slightly better than his opponent in this match.
The following contest is a preliminary match in your Shogatsu Taikai. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from the unified school of the Tiger style, Tiger Zodaku.
The Tigers looking for individual golden glory. They've been a great tag team for many years. But now, with his own student, Black Tiger Justice, on the long-term injured list, Tiger the Dark looking for a little bit of revenge. And that's going to come in the form of Ganba Hisshi Dark at some point in the future. Taking a quick look at the AWL Best 4, this man is not on there. But winning the Oshogatsu Taikai, that puts you right into the championship conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for professional wrestling blasphemy. Earlier today, you saw the AWL Grand Champion, the new Grand Champion, Ganba Hisshi Dark, falling in the first round of the tournament to Hassan. Oh, shut up! Bullshit, that is not a real belt.
Representing the glory of Ganba Hisshi Dark, from the king.
God, I hate how cold it gets when he does that. Reflecting the glory of Ganba Hisshi Dark, that is a fake belt, a shadow of the original, as is this minion who has somehow worked its way into enough wins, mostly in tag team wrestling, to be here. Frankly, both these guys, tag team experts. Attempt immediately at the Akama no Tsubasa of Ganba Hisshi Dark, but a great Poison Rana counter. I think a lot of our wrestlers, a lot of our technicos around here have figured that out. That's your way out. If you can shift your weight properly, if you can break the grip. Darkness Driver for a rope break. Pretty clear rope break. Referee making the correct call here. Swing of coffee for the working girl. Alright, 9 minutes, 21 seconds here. And now, oh, biting! That's kind of disgusting, but that's a little bit of the dark side. The black school of the Tiger style. Several years ago, Tiger Mask 2 and Tiger the Dark ended a decades, generations-long feud between the Golden Tigers and the Black Tigers, creating the unified school of the Tiger style to raise the next generation. Tiger Mask 3, Black Tiger Justice, and they've been amazingly successful. Black Tiger Justice, even though he's injured at the moment, going on to tie the record at V10 for most defenses in a single reign of the Grand Championship. And the tag team, the Tiger Brothers, currently holding the record for most title defenses in a single reign of the AWL World Tag Team Championship as well. Also at 10 defenses in the AWL does seem to be the benchmark, and we're going to hit it this time. Akama no Tsubasa! Yes, we are, but it is but a pale shadow of the original. And therefore fairly easy to kick out of. Issei. Yes, you are, my friends. Yes, you are worthy of great professional wrestling. You deserve great professional wrestling, and you're going to get it each and every time you click on an animated Wrestling League video. And now Issei pushing the limits here, saying he was just helping Tiger the Dark up, down, and we're about to see the Tiger's fake kick. Boom! How will he capitalize? He goes back over the top. Springboard into a springboard sling blade. A spring blade. A spring blade. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. Always innovating, the Tiger style being elevated to the next level. Every generation, every Tiger adds their own to the style. 1, 2. Maybe when Black Tiger Justice gets cleared to compete, Tiger the Dark can teach that Spring Blade to his apprentice, his student, his... Uh-oh. Tiger the Dark looking to fly the Lucha style, the Lucha Vesse. And oh, what the physics-defying inverted reverse flying drop kick. You're not going to get that with human wrestlers, are you? Oh, that's going on a short. That's going on a highlight reel. You can hear the count of the referee. Nice, loud, clear. Over the din of the crowd, over the roar of the crowd. Rolling back in. Both wrestlers jockeying for position here. Over the top rope. Tiger the Dark with the advantage, or at least it would appear so. No, blocked. Counter punch. Springboard drop kick of his own. The Shadow, ever the copy. The power of Ganba, Hisshi, Dark coming through here. And this could come down to who gets tired first. And I don't think Shadow Beasts, Simulacras, Shadow Golems, I don't think they get tired. Go! And a drop kick, this time right to the side of the head, right to the temple. Massive damage can be done there. The human neck, the human head, not meant to take impact from that angle. The mask will provide some minor... Wait a minute, what's Gisei doing? Look on the side of the ring. Gisei slipping a steel chair. It's hard to see the black steel chair on the black canvas, but the referee spots it immediately. Calls the rope break. So the referee has to drop the chair to call the rope break. Removes the chair, Snake Eyes, completely legal. We're halfway through the time limit here, midsection. Irish whip into the far corner. Oh, a nasty looking chop. And it's going to be another drop kick, isn't it? Yes, it is. Tiger the Dark in massive, massive trouble here. He's just getting worn down. But he's going to keep fighting. Tiger suplex! Does not hold for a bridge. Maybe could not hold for a bridge at this point. The crowd chanting one more time. I concur. It's going to take something. It's going to take another Tiger suplex. It might take the Darkness Driver. It could take a Tiger Bomb, a Tiger Drop. It could take anything. Oh, then again, this could work here. Tiger suplex with delay. And that's it. Tiger the Dark has done it. Despite the interference of Gisei. And I think that's it. I think the pit's out of the tournament. Beautiful Tiger suplex.
Tiger the Dark.
And yes, that is it. The forces of the pit are gone from this Oshogatsu Taikai. Man versus Dragon. You gotta love it. I love professional wrestling. Because you know what? You can have matches like this. You can have these incredible characters, these incredible superhuman beasts.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Oshogatsu Taikai 2024 scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Let him do his thing.
Don't tell him I called him a
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Ultramantis Black, representing Yokai Utai. He says to opening Yushosa Emerald Dragon.
Coming to us from the bumper crop of 2015 rookies, he won his first ever attempt, his first ever entry into the Oshogatsu Taikai. In 2016, he won the damn thing. And that is part of the triple crown that he holds in this company. Grand Champion, World's Tag Team Champion, New Year's Tournament Champion.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, Nisei Jinmine Yushosha, the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic.
Hard to believe, it's been 12 years since Matt Classic won the tournament. And he's already retired once, but that was hundreds of episodes ago. He came out of retirement for his son. And now he's finding himself back here in the Oshogatsu Taikai. As Ultramantis Black said, respect his skill, strike with your power, and the Snapdragon. The Snapdragon doing that right there, and you will believe a dragon can fly. Now I'll point out, elbow drop from the top. Again, respect to the history here. Maybe being a bit cheesy, going for it twice. And he, this time, no water in the pool. Drop kick by the veteran's veteran, the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic. Now, when Emerald Dragon won the tournament the first time, he was Wyvern. He was still a guy in a dragon-themed wrestling mask. Before that, Amulet of Transmogrification was gifted to him by Ultramantis Black to make him the yokai that he is right now, the dragon personified, as he fights off the Classic Claw, also known as the Iron Claw. As you know, the Von Erich story being told in a major motion picture right now, starring the AEW World's Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman. However, it's important to remember that Fritz Von Erich did not invent the claw. He did not invent the Iron Claw. It was taught to him by Matt Classic. Not many people know that, unless they are devoted fans of the Animated Wrestling League, which I really hope you are. Please subscribe. 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock in this 10-minute time limit opening round match. A Season 0 original in Matt Classic. The only World War II veteran in the AWL these days. Been wrestling since 19... and he has not looked back. Emerald Dragon going up. Dragonic Driver! One of his finishing maneuvers, the Dragonic Driver. I think that's another one more time chant, and I don't blame them. There you go. Elbow strike. Of course, Matt Classic never strikes with a closed fist. He remembers the days where that was disqualification. 1. Kick out. Okay, when I said he would never strike with a closed fist, that was an open fist, let's just pretend. Hammer blow, forearm strike, legal blows, fans. And the blood of the dragon has been spilt, ladies and gentlemen. I can see. I'm not sure if you can see from your angle, but yeah, he's bleeding from the face. And this is only the first match of the tournament. Now the wrestlers will have a chance to visit Dr. Marcus Feelgood in the AWL. Wait a minute, Ultramantis Black once again with the powers of the great and devious one being brought to bear. We got a lot of wrestlers who dip into the magical and the mystical in this company. Over the top rope, Tope con Hiro, but he learned to dodge that move wrestling El Santo. Oh, wait a minute. A little bit below the equator there, but they're on the outside, and I don't know if the referee's going to disqualify. No, the referee will not disqualify at that point. Roll away, but right into the open palm slaps of the former AWL World's Heavyweight Champion. And AWL Grand Champion as well. That's what I love about the Oshogatsu Taikai. I get to talk about all the golden glory that these wrestlers have obtained throughout their AWL careers. Ooh, knee drop right to the mask. And he wears one of those old school, just pure cloth masks. There's a little bit of stitching, a little bit of leather work in there, but there's no armor, there's no protection. The wrestler's mask is not a crash helmet. Coming up on the halfway point here, but a 13 count. One or both, preferably both of these men have to get back into the ring. And they do. 13, lucky for some. Emerald Dragon going back up to the top rope. Hanababa Ganoush getting out of the way. The ref, or is she getting out of the way? Elbow drop from the top. She gets out of the way at the last possible instant. Shoot the half into the cover. Hook of the far leg. Perfect cover. Dead center of the ring.
Open Keika, 5 minutes. 5 minutes past.
There was nothing wrong with that cover. Just the guts of Matt Classic getting him out of that. And Snapdragon. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Emerald Dragon advances. Yokai Butai stays alive in the tournament.
Here is your winner, Emerald Dragon.
And yeah, you can see he is definitely bleeding. A cut looks to be around his right eye. He will get a chance to get that looked at. But for those of you with sensitive eardrums, I highly recommend plugging your ears and turning down your speakers right now, because here it comes. As per Animated Wrestling League tradition, the final slot in the tournament is a mysterious debut. And this means this man has no idea what he's up against.
The following contest is the final preliminary match in the Oshogatsu Taikai, 2024. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Yokohama, Japan, representing Yamashi, 2018年優勝者 Chiba Akagi.
Oh no, I know that video, I know that music, that's the United... What?!
And his opponent, making his Animated Wrestling League debut, representing the United Empire, Face of Fury,
Burn it down till the ashes fill the skies. Henare, the Maori champion. We heard from Will Ospreay at the end of last season that the United Empire was going to be coming full force this year. In 2024 to the Animated Wrestling League, they do not represent AWL, they do not represent New Japan Pro Wrestling, they represent only the Empire. And the Face of Fury, and that's not a gimmick, that is actual Maori facial tattoos. Great block at the beginning here by Henare, making his AWL debut. If you followed New Japan Pro Wrestling, he was in the G1 Climax, the most recent iteration of the tournament, and steps right into the Manji Gatame, also known as the Octopus Hold, also known as, wow, that looks like you can barely balance doing that. Henare, a pure power wrestler. He is thick, he is powerful, he is built like a truck. But Chiba Akagi is going to have to stick with what brought him to the dance, and that is his submission and grappling skills. Chiba Akagi won the 2018 iteration of this tournament. Using, of course, his submissions, Chiba Akagi is also a Triple Crown champion, Grand Champion, Intercontinental, and New Year's Tournament winner. But he's got the surprise position. The 15th slot. This is never ever anything you want to have as a wrestler in the AWL, because it could have been anyone. You could be facing a giant powerhouse, an Andre the Giant type. You could be facing a luchador. You could be facing Strong Style, King's Road, Brit Rest. You could be facing absolutely anything. You could be facing somebody who just got fired from WWE for all I know. That could have been Zack Ryder. That could have been Dolph Ziggler. You don't know. I mean, it wasn't going to be either of those guys because I'm not hiring them, but still. My point being, Chiba Akagi fighting from underneath, whereas Henare knew what he was getting into. He knew he was fighting, he knew he was facing a great submission wrestler, so he will have been in consultation with Will Ospreay, the leader of the United Empire. Side Russian leg sweep on the outside. Again, 20 count to the AWL, same as in New Japan Pro Wrestling, so it's something Henare is going to be fully familiar with as the skull of Henare echoes off that ring post. Rounded ring post in the AWL, so that's not going to cut you open, but it will knock you out. And this could be an extremely embarrassing first match. And wait a minute. Chiba Akagi saying, yeah, that would be embarrassing. Choosing to reset the count by leaving the ring. The Scion of Submission maybe didn't want to win by a count out. And there we go. That's what we call in the Face of Fury, that explosion of power and skill. And just pure force that Henare represents. He's going up to the top rope. No! Swing and a miss by Henare. And up against the Scion of Submission, you cannot afford to make a lot of mistakes. Wait a minute, never! Wait up! Henare looking for something, looking to finish this right in the dead center of the ring. Good ring positioning, good awareness that he was too close to the ropes there. Unfortunately, that gave Chiba Akagi the time to get out of it. Kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's either going to be a rope break or a kick out there. Back elbow, escape to the waist lock. And that's what people often don't realize about these grapplers, about these submission guys. That if you know all the moves, you know the way out of all the moves. But a great drop toe hold counter to the Manjigatame by Henare, showing that he's got a brain inside that head of his. As he comes off the ropes with the shoulder tackles, ducks under, up and down. Spinning powerbomb. Into the cover. 1, 2, kick out. With 5 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. We now know what the quarterfinals are going to be. Those are going to be broadcast tomorrow. We'll have the full list up for you in a few moments once we have our winner for tonight. Henare going up to the top. Henare looking for the win here. Henare not a high flyer by any stretch of the imagination. But once again goes for that axe handle. A simple but effective maneuver off of the top rope, doing great damage. And the Face of Fury looking for something big. Full Nelson. Boom! Full Nelson driver. 1, 2, no! And Chiba has to run away. Chiba Akagi forced to run away. But the United Empire, they don't usually they almost never break the rules. But they will brawl when necessary. They will fight on the outside whenever they need to. We've seen a contingent of the United Empire in the AWL for quite some time. We've seen Jeff Cobb, the Imperial Unit. We've seen the Dominator, Great Okan, all hail. We've seen the leader, Will Ospreay. but they're adding to their ranks now. And of course, Will Ospreay competing for the brand new IWGP Global Championship, which will be awarded in just a couple of days at Wrestle Kingdom. That's why, it's got to be why Ospreay's not here in Hanade's corner. Eat Tenyon, one of the biggest days of the wrestling calendar coming up. A brand new championship birthed from the ashes of the IWGP US and UK belts. Trying to resurrect the glory of the Intercontinental era. 3 minutes and 30 left here. We're going to start getting our countdown time calls in just a few seconds. And this has been a lot more of a slugfest from Chiba Akagi than I would have thought. He's a submission expert, but he's not a one-trick pony. Elbow drop from the top. Shoots the half into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by the face of Fury.
No 3 minutes. 3 minutes left.
Fans going absolutely bananas. Sold out crowd here. Supernova can see. Going up, going around. Manji Gatame. Referee checking for the submission. Cranking on the arm, and that is it. A submission, a tap on the opposite side. Chiba Akagi by submission. The Scion of Submission advances to the quarterfinals of the Oshogatsu Taikai. Let's see if we can take another look at that. Maybe from another angle here. Oh no, not from the same angle. Referee checking the far arm. And yet, that is a tap out.
Here is your winner, the Scion of Submission, Chiba Akagi.
And with that, the quarterfinals come into view. It's all going to be in the same night for the wrestlers in the ring, but you're going to have to wait 24 hours to see the quarterfinal matches, and this is what we've got on the docket. Tetsu, Neo, Hassan, Jigoku Destroy, Sammy Nix, Tiger the Dark, Emerald Dragon, Chiba Akagi. This is the Animated Wrestling League. Asumo Suzuku.